Good evening, guys. How's everyone doing tonight? How did you like the video yesterday? It was a deep dive into the whole altcoin, big picture, all the charts linking together. So if you haven't seen that, go down and give it a watch. It's a long one, it's 50 minutes long, but it's a deep dive into it all. If you guys like that kind of content and you thought it was useful, let us know in the comments. It'll be much appreciated to get some feedback on it all. I enjoyed doing it, so I hope you guys got something from it as well. So back onto Bitcoin here. Sunday night, not much volume, but we can see Bitcoin's making a move up. Just a little gentle move. If we look at it, it's generally, again, another couple of quiet days here. The volume's trailing off. The long and short ratio is equal. The ETFs inflows, nothing much happening there. And then on the liquidations, nothing much happening there. So the market right now is in a neutral position. So we need to see it make the move, and once it starts making the move, we'll be able to then have the pieces of the puzzle to see where it's going to go next. But until then, we'll try and piece it together the best that we can. I've got a couple of ideas. So the first thing I want to look at is the liquidation heat map. As you can see, it's kind of built up, it's come down and it's taken some liquidity down the levels, 84, 83, and it's popped up and it's taken, if I go on the 48, you can see it's this recent pop up there. Yeah, it's taken that liquidity there. But if we look at the weekly, we can see that these levels are developing, which is good. We've got 83 and around about 81. So I've added them in my charts as a visual. So 83 and 81 roughly. Now, if we also look on the, let's have a quick look at the 1 day on the liquidation map. The reds are the people betting the market's going to go up. And it is $500 million. And in the last 24 hours, people betting the market's going to go down is green, and that's 400. So it's roughly equal, and roughly equal either side with the spikes. But if you look at the 7 day, you can see there's a wee bit of skew there. So looking at the 7 day, you can see the longs are heavy. That's coming in about 2.1, 2.2 billion, and 1.3 billion to the shorts. And these spikes are the leverages. Orange is 100x, yellow is 50x. And they're the big swings, they're the big kind of killers, high risk in the market, because it just needs to move 1% or 2%, and then everything in orange and everything in yellow, if it moves 1 or 2% from the entry, they get liquidated. So we can see we got these big spikes here. So we're starting to see the picture of, okay, it's a wee bit heavy to the longs. We're seeing some big spikes here. And if we go on the weekly, we can see some potential levels here. So this is starting to take shape. Now, we've also got the volume declining as well. So we're not going to see any major moves up while this volume's declining. So we're thinking market's going to come down a bit. Now, anyone who watches this channel, it's just, I follow the market. I'm generally pretty good at it. I just tell it, these are just small movements here. There's not major. So when I say the market's going to go down a bit, it's just coming down to take some liquidity. And like I said before, it's most likely just going to range before we get this breakout here. We're not going to see anything crazy within this wedge here. This wedge, price will chop until it, and it's kind of what it's doing. So we think we've got a general feel the market's going to go down from the liquidation levels. And now if we look at the stochastic RSI, that is at the top, just had a crossover. So another thing to add to our list. But if we look at global liquidity, now guys, if you haven't been following this, probably just have a look at some other videos and explain it to you. But it's basically just like, an injection of money into the market. You inject it and it takes time to get through the system and it lands. And the two offsets that we're tracking is a 77-day offset and a 105-day offset. But if you look at both of them, first one being 177, you can see price has come up for that move, hasn't it? See it? And it's come down and it's come up for that move. So, and it wants to come down. Now, it doesn't track this perfectly, but you can see in the next few days, liquidity is coming down. And if we check it on the 105-day, you can see price came down, it's popped up, and that goes down over the next couple of days as well. Now, this doesn't tell you how far it does go down, but it gives you a general feel for the market. So right now, we've got both liquidity offsets that we're tracking showing a downtrend in the next, say, week or so. We're also expecting for this to chop around for the next week or so until a breakout. We've got the volume decreasing and we've got some liquidity building here. So, and we've also got some spikes here at 83 and 81. See how these big spikes, 81 and 83, tie in with these liquidation levels, 83 and 81? Some big money going on them. So, our idea now is for it to come up like it's done, but then to start move down and sweep the liquidity at the lows and maybe test this a wee bit more. And then, again, from there, we're waiting for the bigger breakout. But right now, it's coming up and it's coming down probably for here and probably back down to 80, 81-ish, I would say. Okay, so if you like these updates, guys, I give them every single day. It's completely unbiased. I kind of pride myself on trying to give an unbiased opinion that's backed up with something. You know, a lot of channels will give an opinion and then that's it, really. I don't really have an opinion. I just read the charts and the data and I try and piece together an angle that the market might take. So I do these video updates every single day. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and much appreciated, guys. Hope you've had a good weekend and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.